You spent 16 years in school. You learned the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell, you solved for X thousands of times, and you memorized the map of medieval Europe. Then you graduated, got your first paycheck, and realized you had no defense against the predatory math of the real world. There is a specific kind of dread that comes with checking a bank account or facing high-interest debt alone in the middle of the night. It is the feeling of being trapped in a system you were never taught to navigate. This is educational information, not financial advice, but by the end of this video, you will have a concrete blueprint to stop operating as a stressed consumer and start building wealth as an investor. We are going to work through the numbers to prove a counterintuitive truth, that for many people, renting a house can result in more long-term wealth than buying one. We begin with the audit phase. You cannot win a game if you refuse to track your starting stats. First, calculate your net worth. Add up your assets, everything of value you own, and subtract your liabilities, which is every dollar you owe to someone else. That resulting number is your true financial baseline. Next, check your cash flow. Spending more than you earn every month puts you in a deficit. Bleeding capital like this requires an immediate tourniquet before you can even think about investing. If you see a negative net worth, do not panic. For most people starting out, that number is simply level 1. It is a starting point, not a life sentence. Financial defense begins with a $1,000 emergency fund. This isn't for spending. It is a shield designed to keep a single car repair or medical bill from forcing you into high-interest debt. Once that initial shield is set, you expand it into a full barrier, 3 to 6 months of living expenses sitting in a liquid account. This is your insurance against major life events like a job loss or a medical crisis. Without this defensive barrier, any unexpected emergency will inevitably push you back into the debt cycle, wiping out months or years of offensive progress. With your defense established, you can categorize your debt. Good debt is a tool used to buy assets, like a reasonable mortgage. Bad debt is consumer-focused, like credit cards, that drains your wealth through high interest rates. To destroy bad debt, use the Avalanche method. Pay minimums on every balance, but throw every extra dollar at the highest interest rate first. Once shattered, move that full payment to the next highest rate until you're free. Credit card companies rely on you paying only the minimum. They use that math to trap you in a cycle where you pay for the privilege of borrowing money rather than paying off the original purchase. Managing your monthly cash flow requires a core operating framework. We use the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your income covers vital needs, like rent and groceries. 30% is for wants. The final 20% is most important, reserved exclusively for investing and saving. This pays your future self. To make this work, you must automate the transfer. That 20% should leave your checking account before you ever have the urge to spend it. This system creates an automated defense against lifestyle creep. As your income grows, your wealth scales automatically, ensuring your budget serves your long-term freedom. Compound interest is your primary offensive weapon. When your money earns interest, and that interest starts earning its own interest, you have built a wealth engine. Albert Einstein famously described compound interest as the 8th wonder of the world. Those who understand it, earn it, and those who don't, pay it. To see the cost of waiting, let's compare two investors, Miguel and Jasmine. Miguel starts at 20, investing $25 monthly for 40 years. Jasmine starts at 30, investing $50 a month for 30 years. Despite Jasmine investing more cash, Miguel's balance towers over hers. His early start did the heavy lifting. In this game, time is more valuable than the size of the check. Waiting for a perfect salary or a perfect time to start is the most expensive financial mistake you can make. Applying these mathematical principles to major life milestones challenges the default assumption that buying a home is always financially superior to renting. When you weigh the unrecoverable costs of owning, mortgage interest, property taxes, and maintenance, against the strategy of renting and investing that same down payment into the market, the math often favors the renter. Financial literacy means making decisions based on opportunity cost and actual data, rather than blindly following the habits of previous generations. You are now equipped to operate as an investor rather than a consumer. You have the rules of the game. Here is your 3-step plan. Tonight, calculate your net worth. Tomorrow, fund your $1,000 defensive shield. Then, Automate your 20% savings rule before your next paycheck arrives. Acquiring this knowledge without executing the steps is just entertainment. The results only come through action. Spend less than you earn. Invest the surplus. Let time do the work. And subscribe to keep leveling up your life.